Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 7th of May, 1983. And the title is The World of Brahmins is Free from Sorrow. Today, the carefree emperor, the emperor who is free from sorrow, has come to meet his master, carefree emperors. This gathering is of the emperors of the confluence age. It is through this sovereignty that you attain the future reward. Bapdada was seeing whether all the children have become free from sorrow, that is, whether they have become emperors who are beyond all types of sorrow. The world of Brahmins is free from sorrow. Souls who have a right to the confluence-aged Brahmin world means the carefree emperors. Have you become such carefree emperors that there is no wave of sorrow even in your thoughts? Do you experience yourselves to be the carefree emperors who are constantly on the bed of happiness in the world of happiness? There is no name or trace of sorrow in the Brahmin world or in Brahmin life because there are no Brahmin treasures unattained. The reason for sorrow is that something is unattained. Attainment is the means of happiness. So, to be an embodiment of all attainments means to be an embodiment of happiness. Have you become such an embodiment of constant happiness? The means of happiness are especially relationships and wealth. Just think about it. You have attained the relationship of eternal happiness, have you not? In terms of relationships, if even one relationship is missing, there is possibility of experiencing waves of sorrow. In the Brahmin world, all relationships with the Father are eternal. Is even one relationship lacking? All relationships are imperishable, and so how could there be waves of sorrow? In terms of wealth, all the treasures are the elevated treasure of all wealth is the wealth of knowledge, through which you can automatically attain all types of wealth. Since you have wealth and relationships, you are in a carefree world. You are the children and the masters of the world of constant happiness. That is, you are the emperors. Have you become emperors, or are you becoming that? What does Bapdada think when he sees or hears about your waves of sorrow? That you are children of the ocean of happiness, that you are carefree emperors. So how can there be waves of sorrow? You must definitely have gone beyond the boundaries of the world of happiness. You became attracted to one artificial attraction or another or some artificial form and crossed the line of the code of conduct. That is, you crossed the boundary of the world of happiness. And where did you thereby end up? In the cottage of sorrow. When you are within the boundary, you experience happiness even in a forest and fortune even in renunciation. You are emperors without even as much as a shell. Even in the beggary life, you led the life of a prince. You experience this, do you not? What do you experience when you come to Madhuban, away from the whole world? It is in a small place in a corner, but as soon as you arrive here, You say that you have reached an even more elevated world than the golden aged world. So you experience happiness in a jungle, do you not? You experience the dry mountains to be a world of happiness as elevated as diamonds. You experience your world to have changed. In the same way, wherever you Brahmin souls may be, even amidst an atmosphere of sorrow, you are like a lotus. You are detached from sorrow, carefree emperors. No waves of the sorrow of illness of the body, waves of the sorrow of the wasteful upheaval in your mind, waves of the sorrow of lack of attainment of perishable wealth, waves of the sorrow of your weak sanskars and nature or those of others, waves of the sorrow of the atmosphere or vibrations, or waves of sorrow based on relationships and contexts pull you towards themselves, do they? You are detached from them, are you not? When your world has changed, your sanskars have changed, your nature also changed, and you therefore became part of the world of happiness. In fact, you became beggars. That is, even your body, the home, doesn't belong to you. You have become beggars, have you not? However, you also became the masters of all the treasures of the Father. You became self-sovereigns. Do you have such intoxication and happiness? This is known as being a carefree emperor. So all of you sitting here are emperors, are you not? Is the condition of your sovereignty fine? Are all the workers in your kingdom working under your orders? None of them are deceiving you, emperors, are they? Are all the workers in your kingdom those who say, "Present, my lord," or "Yes, my lord"? Do you hold your own court? A court of kings is held to check that all the workers are working accurately. Is your treasure store full of all treasures? Is your treasure store full to the extent that even if you constantly donate as a great donor, it still never finishes? Do you check this? You have become Brahmakumars. You have become yogis. Therefore, you don't forget to check yourself due to the intoxication of this carelessness, do you? Constantly check the activities of your kingdom. Do you understand? You know how to check, do you not? This gathering is of the majority of those who are mature and experienced. To be experienced means to have authority. Which authority? The authority of self-sovereignty. You are those with such authority, are you not? You have just come today. You have come to have yourselves checked and to claim the certificate, have you not? And to see that you are proper emperors, have you not? You will go back with the certificate for whatever type of king you are, will you not? Whether you are a king in a name only or a king in your activities as well. You will be able to see all this by yourself in the palace of mirrors. Acha, to the carefree emperors who constantly stay in the world of happiness, to the powerful souls who constantly have a right to the kingdom, to those who are constantly beyond all waves of sorrow and who are loving to the Father, the bestower of happiness, to the elevated souls who are authorities of experience, Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Bap Dada meeting dadis. Bap Dada is pleased to see all the children who are equal to the Father, souls who are constantly equal to the Father are loved a great deal. So this whole gathering is of souls who are equal. Bap Dada always sees the souls who are equal to him as his companions. Such children are with him when he tours around the world, and also when he goes to look after the children. They are constantly with him, and this is why the souls who are equal are constant yogis. They are not those who have to have yoga, but they are always absorbed in love. They are never separate, and so what would they remember? They have natural remembrance. When you are together, you automatically remember. So the stage of the souls who are equal is that of being together and of being merged. So at every step, the children are constantly in the front and the Father is behind them. They are constantly in the front in every task. The children are in the front, and the Father not only gives a powerful current, Sakash, but also gives the experience of constant canopy. Just as the Father gives a powerful current, so too the children who are equal also become those who give a powerful current. This is such a gathering, is it not? This is the special rosary of the special beads. The rosary is being prepared by itself. It does not have to be prepared, but it is being prepared automatically. If numbers were announced or given, then questions would arise, but you are automatically being set number-wise. Acha? Bap Dada meeting a separate group of Kumars, the godly youth group. In the world, those youths carry out their task according to their own intellect, but their task is to destroy things. Your task is to remain constantly cooperative in the task of establishment. If any reason or problem arises, are you able to find a solution for that easily? Bap Dada constantly has hopes in the group of Kumars. If all the youth were to maintain courage and enthusiasm and be constantly victorious, they could hoist the flag of victory in the world and tour around the whole world. You are progressing in the constantly flying stage. None of you are in the stopping stage, are you? Youth group means those who constantly do powerful service. Youths can do whatever they want. Those youths do destructive things, whereas you carry out the task of establishment. They create peacelessness, whereas you are embodiments of peace who spread peace. Many preparations are being made for Kumars. You are such strong Kumars that you never fluctuate. It shouldn't be that your name is glorified here, but as soon as you go there, you go back into the old world. Some Kumars first move along in service with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm, but when there is the slightest conflict, they then go back into the old world. Do you like picking up things that you have let go of? All of you have renounced the old world, have you not? If any string is tied, you would continue to move about. So constantly consider yourself to be a godly youth group. If all you Kumars become refreshed and go back having become full with all treasures, then all the observers would say that you have come back as deity souls. Create such a plan of wonders. Even the government is afraid of youth. You will become instrument to show the path to the government. Kumars should always create powerful plans for service. However, there should also always be the balance of remembrance and service. Acha, when you have a good morning of a constantly remaining free from obstacles, you will remain free from obstacles all the time. When it is the good morning of the golden age, you will remain free from obstacles. It is now the good morning for becoming free from obstacles. You say, good day, do you not? Do you say, good morning? It is good day and good night. So to be constantly free from obstacle means may you have a good morning of remaining free from obstacles. Acha, at the time of farewell, the mercy of the Satguru has become your inheritance. Therefore, you don't even need to have the thought, have mercy. You are the children of the seed of the tree, and so you have naturally attained the omens of Jupiter and the blessings of the Guru. There is no need to ask for them. You have become free from asking for them and have also been liberated from having any thoughts of them. Does anything remain for which you have to ask? You have become the crown of the Father's head. What would such a child ask for? So congratulations and love and remembrance to all the children for the day of the seed of the tree and the omens of Jupiter. Blessing, may you be an embodiment of knowledge and remain accurately linked in yoga by being master knowledgeful and ending all ignorance. Those who are becoming master knowledgeful cannot have any type of ignorance. They cannot say that they were unaware of something and thereby make excuses for themselves. Children who are embodiments of knowledge cannot have any type of ignorance. Those who are accurately linked in yoga experience knowing everything in advance. They know that the glitter and sparkle of Maya is no less, that Maya is very entertaining, and that they therefore have to remain wary of her. Defeat is impossible for those who know all the forms of Maya. Slogan: those who are constantly satisfied and content can never have any questions. Om Shanti.